Um, I want to talk about the my Tourettes and the head jerking that I've done over the last 49 years, and that's how long I've had it, Tourette syndrome, and it's caused that plus other things that's happened with my neck and my head have caused my vertebra to be calcified over to where it's constant pain, and it's hard to move it, and I have to stretch my neck out a lot. And hopefully, some of you that have um, uh, some of you that have Tourette's that jerk your head will sort of look at mine and what the things that's damaged my neck through the years. Maybe some this will help someone have some uh, you know a deeper insight to what they had to look forward to after 49 years of abuse and damage and jerking from Tourette syndrome. Um, in the third grade, 1968, uh, before my Tourette started, I had a boy hit me in the head with cement block and gave me a concussion and and gave put swelling in my neck and hurt my neck pretty bad. And eventually, I was out of school for a while. Eventually, I came back. And a couple of years later, in 1970, I started uh, summer fourth, fifth grade. I started jerking my head really violently, and I did in the fifth grade, sixth, seventh, and eighth, and on through high school. I really, at times, I would jerk my head, especially when I'm stressed or when I'm tired. And I was in 1970 in summer fourth, fifth grade, and in '75, I was playing football, and while I was crabbing, that's when you crawling on all fours, when you're on the football field. And the coach, when I was doing that, the coach would walk up to me and kick me in the side of the head. And because I needed to look up as I crabbed, and the big laugh was maybe if I kick him hard enough or kick him enough times, maybe he'll start jerking his helmet. I mean, that's the way things were when I was in school. And I complained, and I was basically told to, put up with it or leave. So, I mean, that was how things worked back then. And so I left football, and um, so because it wouldn't stop. And then in 1983, when I was in college, um, I was in college and I was coming home from school, and I got in a car wreck where my head went through the windshield and gave me a concussion. That's concussion number two that I know of, and busted my back of my neck up, and it was really sore. Just it was really bad. Cracked three ribs, or cracked sternum, and it broke both hands, or one hand I think. But anyway, it gave me the concussion and compressed my vertebra to where it really hurt real bad. And I was 1983, and then in 2001, uh, I had another wreck, and and I fractured my C5 and C6 vertebra, or as the spine doctor said, fractured, broken, whatever you want to call it. It's still broke and or fractured. And in it, as the spine doctor checked it, he saw it with an MRI. He found that the vertebra had been calcified, not all together, but a lot of them had calcium all over. And so what what happened was when I cracked the C5 and C6 vertebra, those two vertebrae began to calcify over, and those two vertebrae calcified solid. So it's very little movement, if any at all, and it pinched the left side of my spinal cord 40%. So what happened was, I asked him what could be done. He said operation. I didn't want to do that. So I asked the doctor, did all the calcifying come from the wreck? And he went, no. It was just a buildup over years of jerking my head and jerking my head. So I was going to use this dude right here to show you. Right here is the C5C6 vertebra. And so it hurts all the way from up in here, where right there at the base of the skull, all the way down. And I have to bend my neck. So just to let you guys know, the ones of you who have Tourette's, if you have injuries, if you've had accidents, and you jerk your head, and you twitch and jerk your head, and you move your head around and stuff, once you get to like where I am at 49 years of jerking and twitching and moving your head constantly, this is something that you can live with it and you can deal with it, but it's going to be painful. And so I hope my video can help some of you guys out. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks.